Hello, welcome to Panacea Rebirth, a visual novel developed by Fable Novel, available on itch.io, and it's about a little girl who goes into a spooky forest. What can go wrong? I guess a little content warning. This is a horror game, so there might be some disturbing elements that might appear in this game. I guess we'll see. There you go. Here's a content warning. Mild cursing, quick time events. Content warning. Quick time events. Scary. Didn't get to read all of it though, but the world of Essentia. Imposing, massive. A place with a number of regions. A natural environment for different species, though not everyone chooses to live where they're born or reborn. Reborn. Nymphea, an aquatic area with a little coast, are mermaids, nymphs. Mermaids, nymphs, and other marine creatures tend to habitate. Asphodelis, where the dead become alive, they roam, they wander, they rove. Zombies. Chryselathemia, abode to the yokai, form believers as tradition and respect, well, most of them at least. Yeah. Dracana, territory of the dragons. Stealing from them is never good to call. Trespassers, something. We murdered, I guess. Quercus, a vast forest zone where spirits, elves, and other creatures live. It is said that even deities and demons ramble around. Not a lot of time to read. Daffodilia, with villages and hills and towns aplenty. The biggest region of them all, the one that humans call home. Okay, it's the boring country. And what do you know? Between Quercus and Daffodilia, there's a crossing, a point where the two meet. Over here. There lies the entrance to Amberstone Village. There lies the way into the dark forest. Where does the forest start? Where does the village end? No one knows. But this isn't a story about that. This is a story of a girl who lived with her human peers but was curious enough, desperate enough, to delve into the world of monsters. And then she was full of regret. Oh, there's also difficulty options, by the way. The full experience, frozen in time, Zelborudo, and storyteller. I guess there's puzzle elements and there's also quick time events. Huh. I mean, I'm a gamer. I choose the full experience. I'm surprised there's not like a fourth option, you know? Like no puzzles, but with QTEs, you know, the action gamer. Anyway, I feel different. I feel alive. Like I'm not in my own body. Like I can take on a bunch of woes and not get a single scratch. Like I've been reborn. I've been isekai'd. Oh no. The air smells cleaner, the moon looks brighter, the stones feel rougher. I can run without getting tired. I can climb trees without breaking a sweat. I can do that and more, so much more. I try the red liquid dripping from my palms all the way down to the tips of my fingers. It's as if all my previous worries have left me. Like they were insignificant. Like they were nothing. Because nothing can possibly compare to this. This taste. Okay, says Lacrima. You know, she's just tasting some strawberry jam. It's very delicious. It's sweet. It tastes sweet. It's full of sugar. It's gonna give me diabetes. I want more. I need more. Okay, totally ominous, but don't worry about it. Anyway, I mean, again, apparently this game is tagged as horror. I don't know. Again, I don't know how graphic it is. You know, sometimes I've noticed a lot of visual novels when they say they have like violence, blood, and death and murder in their game. It's just kind of described rather than drawn, you know. And I feel like if you just describe it, it's not as bad. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not really clear on how graphic it is. Judging from the art style, though, it looks kind of cute. So I don't know. There's gonna be like very much like very scary parts of this game, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. So Rona, the background character, says, "Lacrima, what did I tell you about getting out of bed? You need to rest." Okay, Lacrima. Oh, Lacrima's the little girl. Okay, we've been reborn, but like it was really scary in the beginning. I don't know. But I don't want to rest. I'm bored. What about that frog detective novel you were reading? You said it was interesting, right? I think that's a reference to the developer's other game, which I've noticed. I think they had like a frog visual novel. Anyway. Maybe. Mama points at me with her open palm. Well, there you go then. Still, that doesn't mean I want to read books all day. Doing the same thing over and over gets dull. I hope you're not expecting me to let you go outside, young lady. You just had a fever last night. I don't want to repeat the time you slept for 2 whole days. Ugh. You still won't budge on that one. That's just the Anya face from Spy X Family. Anyway, but you'll have to use my other plan. In that case, can I help you and Papa potion making, please? Mama puts her hand on her forehead and shakes her head. Are we really doing this again? Mama, I even know some of your recipes by heart. But the way she looks at me, I can tell she's not going to change her mind anytime soon. Classic Mama. I protest by turning my face away and glaring at the ground. At least I do until I feel her patting my head. Mama bends down to get to my eye level. Look, sweetie, I know you want to help, and believe me, I'm overjoyed that my kid is so interested in my craft. But here come the buts. The butts? The booties? But alchemy is a very delicate art. Not to mention, get dangerous. You can lose an arm and a leg. Anyway, you have to be extremely precise sometimes. Remember when your father burned his hand and also tried to resurrect the dead that one time? Don't worry about it. I nod. Mama smiles and moves my hair to kiss my forehead. Satisfied, she starts heading over to the alchemy table. Until I hold the hem of her dress. Can I at least watch? I don't know, sweetie. What is something... Oh, come on, Mama. Would it kill you to give in sometimes? Why are you always so stubborn? It's a weird thing to say as a kid, I feel like. I don't know. Don't you dare use that tone, your mother, young lady. You're impossible. Okay, Orin. Are you the father? Because you look like another generic background character. But I guess you're the parents? Now, let's take a deep breath and calm down, shall we? Betchy! Papa shows us a smile, the smile he always gives us when we ever go too far. I close my eyes, take a deep breath, and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm sorry. Papa nods. That's my girl. Then he looks at Mama. Honey? Okay, you're right. I'm sorry too. Good. Very good. In between his praises, Papa kisses Mama on top of her head. A lot of forehead kissing. When I'm about to head to my room, he taps my shoulder. Now, how would you like to see your parents crafting a potion? Really? What, Orin? Come on, honey. We won't use the Anthenor for this one. I put on my best puppy eyes. I literally turn into a puppy. Please? Oh, alright. Hey. But you need to keep yourself warm, okay, sweetie? Not a few times too many. I'm gonna get my blanket. Good, but don't block him, huh? Oh, they grow so fast, don't they? They do. Alright. Amazing. They put stuff into other stuff and then they make liquids. Good. And it's done. Once Papa finishes transferring the peppermint oil from the flask to the glass bottle, he corks it up. Wow, that was so cool. It was the first time they were showing me how they worked in their makeshift lab. Our home isn't that big after all, so the lab and the alchemy shop are kind of merged. I call it the alchemy room. Why is it highlighted? Is this important? Do we need to remember the alchemy room? In fact, I know this game has apparently QTEs. It even said it had QTEs in the content warning. So I'm gonna make a save just in case. Maybe this means my days of peeking are finally over. Mama chuckles. I'm glad you're having fun, sweetie. Yeah, seeing it live is so much better than the books. So this process, it purifies the medicine inside a plant, right? Exactly. Isn't it wonderful? That's the true charm of Spyguric alchemy. Whatever that means. But what about the Anthenor highlighted? Is that important? That's important. Shouldn't we burn the plants, oops, what is that? Shouldn't we burn the plants, poop? Plant poop. Oh, you mean the plant residue? Well, some names are hard, okay? Papa's laughter covers the entire room, and that's where you can see Mama's shoulders shaking as well. So far, this game is like very, just like slice of life. I wonder when people die. It's just, I don't know. It's just like 10 minutes into the game, I'm just like, when do people die? Because I know. Anyway, a few seconds later, they finally compose themselves. It's not that funny. Sorry, sweetie, you just caught us off guard. You're right, though. We do calcinate the plant residue to obtain the salt sometimes. The salt? That's also highlighted. Why is it you highlighting words? I don't understand. I feel like it's important. The salt? You mean that white ash thingy? Got it in one. And once we obtain this powder, we mix it with the tincture we extracted from the plant. Ooh, neat. But then, why didn't you do that now? Well, alchemy has different processes depending on what you want to obtain. For an essential oil, like the one we just did, we don't really need to calcinate anything in the Athanor. Though we'll probably save this plant residue for later. Your mother's right. We'll use a alembic. We're already applying a heat source for the distillation process. A lot of things, a lot of like pseudo-scientific terms, I feel like. The alembic? How about gives a gentle knock to the glass flask with long tubes? Oh, I guess I still have a lot to learn. The hanging bell right at the shop entrance rings. Mrs. Cooper. Sorry now, darling, are you here? Mrs. Cooper, yes, I'll be right there with you. Papa, I thought the shop wouldn't open until a few hours later. Did you change your schedule? No, sweetie. It's just that Mrs. Cooper asked for a special commission. And you know how hectic it can get here when it's full of clients. But Mrs. Cooper never shuts up, and Mama's too nice to let her know she doesn't have time for gossip. Papa pushes his right index finger to his lips. Shh, what if she hears you? You're gonna lose a customer. I roll my eyes. Classic Papa. Why don't you go back to your room, sweetie? You only get busier from here, I'm afraid. More boring, you mean? Yes, Papa. He ruffles my hair and winks. That's my girl. Whatever you say, like blue silhouette that kind of looks like Link from Legend of Zelda. Papa leaves to rescue Mama from Mrs. Cooper's chatter. They're both too occupied to pay me any mind. It's sneaky time. It's sneaky time. Time to create a bomb. No? I guess not. I guess we're just escaping. I was thinking we were gonna like do some alchemy, just from what we learned, and possibly, mess it up and just like get our first bad ending where we like destroy the entire shop. But no, we're just escaping from the house in general. After using the windows in my room as a getaway, I make a beeline for Silver Road, one of the less traveled streets in Amberstone Village. Luckily for me, mission accomplished. Oi. Crap, it's Mr. Bouchard. Before he can actually chase me and possibly take me back to my parents, I hide right away. Oi, lad, where are you at? Come here, will you? What, lad? Oh, for the love of... I'm coming already. Oh, geez, I thought he was talking to me. Better keep hiding, though. If they see me, I'm screwed. I just went outside for 2 minutes, Pops. Can't you see I'm wearing the night owls? Oh, they look so beautiful. Seems like Papa and Papa's potion worked well. The flowers don't look droopy anymore. I should ask them to give Devin a discount next time. Poor guy sure has it rough. I could accidentally slip a lavender oil bottle into his paper bag too. Surely Mama and Papa won't notice and, go out of business, and slip into debt because you gave a free sample to a customer. You're too close to the forest path. Don't you know how dangerous it is? And owls are nocturnal. What are you talking about? Youngsters these days. Devin hits his face to the palm of his hand. The flowers, not the birds, old man. We live right in front of Silver Road. It's not like I can magically move the house. Well, I'll be. Not with that attitude. I feel the urge to roll my eyes the same way Devin's doing right now. We're not going to go anywhere near the dry forest, Pops. Besides, it's the middle of the day. No monster or whatever's going to come out. But Mrs. Cooper. Gently, Devin grabs his father's shoulders and starts directing him in the opposite direction of Silver Road. Mrs. Cooper is just an old lady with a lot of imagination. I would say that to my parents in 80% of the village. Besides, Didn't she say her cousin's town suffered from a vampire attack last week? It doesn't make any sense, you know? The vampire supposedly can stop time and it's like blonde or something. I don't know. Look, I don't doubt there are probably some dangerous creatures lurking in the woods at night, but that's why we water the garden when it's still clear outside, Pops. Fine. It doesn't hurt to make some silver charms, though. Yeah. The figures get smaller and smaller until I can't see them anymore. Phew. Seems they're gone now. I come out of my hiding spot and turn around to look at it. Now, I guess being small has its perks. Not many people can fit in the minuscule gap between the two houses. But I can. Finally, I start walking along the forest's path. I don't know what all the fuss is all about. I mean, seriously, monsters, dangerous creatures. Rumors are so stupid. It's not like there are vampires or werewolves living in the dark forest. Looks at camera. I think. Whatever. At least Nox isn't one for sure. He has one too many feathers. Who's Nox? All this hiding and sneaking made me arrive a bit later than usual. Devin would really have to water his flowers just as I was passing by. Oh well. Now, which way was it again? Forward, right, forward. Save the game. I don't know if you memorize that for some reason. No. As I get closer to the massive oak, my surroundings become more and more alive. The green leafy plants, the soaring trees, the fragrant flowers with colorful petals. Birds flapping their wings as they make themselves comfortable on top of a branch. A chirping group of insects, which sound like they're singing a song. The hoot of an owl, maybe even a few more. Nox, it's me. Are you there? No answer. Nox? Still nothing. Just the wind hitting a few branches. That's really strange. He usually greets me right away. Did the owls not tell him I'm here? Tell who? Okay, it's just a guy. Is that horns or is it ears? I mean, he has like an owl talisman, I guess, a brooch or whatever. I don't know what we call it. So maybe they're ears. Is he an owl boy? You know, are these the monsters? Are they just simply like cat girls? You know, or like the equivalent of what do you call them? Kemono Mimi or whatever. You know, it's just humans except with animal ears and tails. Is that a new human greeting I do not know of? Very funny. Now, can you help me get up? Alright. Nox offers me his right hand, and I extend my own to take it. But grab his wrist instead. What? And pull. Gotcha! Why am I not surprised? When I feel a tug at my arm, I realize my short victory is over. Wow. And just like that, I'm back on my feet. I shouldn't know you're gonna pull another one of your schemes. Yes, the scheme of like pulling on his wrist? I don't know. Literally. I was so close. Why don't you ever take off your hood? I want to see your face. Okay, well maybe that's what she was trying to do. Take off like his like cloak. Please. You know, this is like stranger danger, by the way. I'm assuming she's been meeting with this stranger for a while now. You know, this is a stranger. You shouldn't talk to strangers, Lacrima. This is how you get murdered. In the spooky forest. I showed my best puppy eyes. Let me think. No. Hey. As of my last resort, I try to catch his hood by jumping while waving my arms around. Huh. Yeah. You are very persistent, Droplet. Stop hopping like a cricket before you get yourself tired. I'm not tired. Sure, and my middle name is Hoodie. Really? No, dingus. Come on, stop jumping. Fine. Huffing, I make my way to the oak tree and sit down with my arms crossed. Honestly, kids these days. Not even a minute passes before Nox sits down by my side and rests his back on the trunk. You seem especially moody today. It's also rather odd that you try to take off my hood so insistently. You usually let it go after your first shenanigan fails. Doesn't matter, Droplet. No, nothing much. Just my parents. Same old, same old. It's too dangerous, sweetie. You have to rest, sweetie. Can't you see we're too busy, sweetie? Well, you are 10 years old. I'm assuming. I don't know. Actually, don't know how old Lacrima is, but I'm just assuming she's like a little child, you know. So like, you shouldn't even go to the spooky forest, even if it wasn't spooky, you know. Even if it was like a normal forest, you still shouldn't go into the normal forest because there's bears that maul your face off. Okay, this is why I should teach children the dangers of death early on. You know, otherwise they go into spooky forests and they talk to strange owl boys and get killed. Okay. Anyway, I thought it'd be different today, you know? It's the first time in ages they actually spent more time with me than that stupid shop. And even then, all they allowed me to do was watch. Not to mention Mrs. Cooper had to come and ruin everything. I just wish they would listen to me sometimes. I know I'm a kid who knows no better, but how am I supposed to grow up if all they do is hide me away, if they never let me do anything? For starters, if I had sneaked out of the house, I would have never met you. I paused, trying to catch my breath. Knox doesn't say anything, though I can hear him getting closer to me. Is it that shameful to have a sick daughter? Spend time with her. I feel like I'm never a priority, like I'm always second to the customers to their potions. Knox pats my head softly. I do not know much about human interaction, but you're always welcome here if you ever feel lonely, Droplet. I grabbed onto his cape. I could convince the Night Watchers to come and play too. Wait. Better? A lot. I'm sorry I cried so much, and thank you. I do not mind. Though I must say you do make an honor to your name, eh? The first time I met you were crying here, in front of this very oak tree. If I remember correctly, you were lost, were you not? You filled my cake with snot that time as well. Are you calling me a crybaby? Why do you think I call you Droplet? Stop teasing me. Whatever you mean. Maybe I should start calling you Hootie. Absolutely not. Once the serious talk is over, we chat about trivial matters and play a few games together. Video games? We play Smash Brothers. Yeah, takes out a console and just play Smash Brothers. Just plugs it into the tree. You know, apparently the tree has electricity. No, I noticed Nox's ear-like tufts twitching, as if he heard something. What's wrong? You should go back. It is evening already. Really? Wow, time goes by super fast when you're having fun. But how can you tell? This forest, well, it's always dark, no pun intended. His ears twitch once more. I have my ways. Okay. I get on my feet and pat my clothes to get rid of the dirt. You're right, I should head back before my parents realize I'm not actually in my room. Want me to take you home? It's okay. You shouldn't leave your owl friends alone. You know it's not just the Night Watchers that live here, right? And it would not be a problem if I just leave for a few minutes. I know, but it's okay. I can get there fast if I run. For my sake, please try not to do that. I do not want to find you passed out at the entrance. Again. You sound like a worried older brother. If only. You're far too stubborn and weepy to be my sister. Well, you talk like an old man. Oh, maybe so. Come on, Droplet, or you will seriously make your parents worried. Don't the parents, don't they have, lunchtime, or whatever? I don't know. I don't know when in the beginning, what time it took place. I'm just thinking, if she's in her room the entire time, don't the parents, feed her? I assume so. I mean, they're not, abusive parents or anything, you know? So I'm just thinking, how would they not notice that she's not there, right? If it's lunchtime. I feel like if it's already evening, it's already dinner time. Anyway. I'm just thinking about the logistics of this. I know. Nox turns around and greets me with a nonchalant raised hand before disappearing into the woods. Okay, not too long till I reach the village. Yeah, and I won't even have to run. Nox is worried over nothing. Huh? What was that? Nox? I take a step in the direction of the noise. Another. And another. And another. Close enough to make my skin crawl. Some feathers are on the ground. Nox, is that you? This isn't funny anymore. My feet stop behind a group of Monstera plants. I touch the leaves with the intention of shifting them to the side, but the watery, slightly thick texture catches me off guard. And I look at my hands. Blood. I take a step back. Damn it. Whatever's on the other side of the bushes starts getting closer. Run. Choose your path quickly, or you will die. Well, let me think about it. The adrenaline comes in a rush. I won't stop running. I can't stop running. Don't hesitate. Hesitation is defeat. What if I just go... What if I just go left? Or something. I don't know. You know, I think you're supposed to remember, actually. Oh, well, yeah. No. Where? Which one's the right way? Okay. Oh, we die. Hey! There's the murder that I've been expecting. There you go. Let's reload. Okay. Try again. Forward. The branches clog my arms and legs. Go faster. Forward. The speed becomes a violent gust. My sense of direction is all over the place. Faster. I think left now. My feet are on fire. It's getting harder to breathe. Faster. And forward, I think? Yeah, okay. Basically, the... You know, because it's funny, you do gotta pay attention, actually, you know? It wasn't highlighted like the other things were, like the other terms, but you have to pay attention, you know, to how she got into the forest the first time, and then do the opposite, you know? It was kind of hard to visualize in my head, though. You know, because it's all just words. Anyway. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Interesting. We have a choice now. I feel like if we keep running, we're just gonna die. You know? So, we'll just simply use the tactic that we'd used before and hide in the space between the two houses. You know, we gotta use our short stature to our advantage. Spotting up space between the two nearby houses. Nearby houses. I get inside and try to make myself as small as possible. I don't move. I don't speak. I don't even breathe. I better get home quick. Oh, there you go. We have survived the encounter with the monster that, you know, that we were so convinced does not exist in the spooky monster forest. As it turns out, there's a spooky monster in the spooky monster forest. What a surprise. My forehead's cold. Is that someone's hand? Who is it? It feels nice. Where? My body's sluggish, my head throbbing. I'm lying down, covered from neck to toe. There's a faint scent of lavender on the sheets. My bed. The hand on my forehead slides to my cheek. It's Mama's hand. I lean on it while she caresses me. It's all right. You can go back to sleep. Or do you want to eat something? I grimace slightly. Not hungry. Very well, but you have to eat something when you wake up. And take your medicine, okay, sweetie? I don't have the energy to frown, but I try my best to protest anyway. No, don't want to sleep. Potion making. Stubborn even with a fever. Even with a fever. Look, we'll talk about it when you're feeling better, alright? Maybe you can watch your papa and you working with the Athenor this time. Really? Mama kisses my forehead. Really? My eyes close before I can voice a reply. Is it morning? Dang, of course Mama's right. I really feel a lot better now. Well, mostly. My body's all numb. Just how much should I sleep? I move my arm. Excuse. I clear my throat. Drink my water. My nose always gets so stuffy. I don't know why. It's only when I read a lot, I guess. Doesn't usually happen in the past, I feel like. Well, maybe. Maybe. Sometimes I do get a little stuffy. But, I don't know. It wasn't as, frequent, I guess, as it is recently, I feel like. Alright. I moved my arms around for a bit to make the numbness wear off. Yeah, finally out of bed. I guess there really are dark creatures lurking in the forest. You know, who would have thought? Was Nox trying to warn me about them? No, stop. Don't think that, me. It's just a silly rumor. You know, never mind the monster that killed me in the other timeline. It's just a rumor, you know? It didn't exist. I eagerly shake my head. It's probably just an animal. Yeah, a nocturnal animal that happened to eat a bird. It's hopefully not one of Nox's friends. Like a wolf? Werewolf? Yeah, I'm definitely visiting Nox in the morning from now on. Don't want to be someone's dinner. I wonder if Mama made breakfast yet. I could visit Nox after eating. I'm starving. And maybe tomorrow she'll let me help with the potion making. I spot Mama and Papa standing next to the Amphanor. What are we gonna do, Orin? It's getting worse. It's gonna be okay, honey. Papa opens his arms for a hug, but Mama slaps his hands away. Okay, are you being serious right now, Orin? It's getting worse every day. You know it better than anyone. How can you tell me it's gonna be okay? Her voice breaks at the end. There are tears in the corner of her eyes. You're right. I'm sorry, honey. This time, Mama doesn't reject the hug. You know, there might actually be a way. Remember Mr. Bouchard's son? Devin? He bought some medicine for his flowers a few days ago, didn't he? Exactly. The thing is, he asked if he could have the recipe for it. What? Orin, you know alchemists don't reveal in exchange for information about a certain ingredient. Well, it seems Devin won't be needing that discount after all. Trying to be as silent as possible, I walk past the alchemy room and sneak into the kitchen. I didn't think he was that kind of person. What the heck? Does he know how hard it is for my parents to come up with some of the recipes? What a dirtbag. You know, Devin loses all respect. Minus 100. Relationship points with Devin. You better only be asking for that one recipe and I'll fill his front door with mud. I'll just grab some bread. Maybe some for Nox and his friends too. Give me my bride to make him take me home if it gets too late. Brown hand, I close the cabinet door. And tiptoe to my room, where my window escape route awaits. You know, I don't know. Maybe not. I'm just thinking, like, apparently Lacrima is sick, but, like, not just temporarily sick. Like, she has, like, a long-term illness. Is what it's implied so far. But, like, isn't sneaking out into the forest making it worse? You know, because she has to run away from monsters. I feel like that's what caused her fever, right? And how did the parents find her? Did the parents find her outside, I wonder? I don't know. I mean, I guess she is, like, again, maybe very sick. So, like, maybe that's why the parents are very, like, hard on her for, like, escaping. But, like, you think after they find her escaping once, you think they have, you know, they put some preventative measures, you know, to, like, make her not escape again. Or, like, you know, at least, like, I don't know. What's the word? Like, not punish. Punish is not the right word, but, like, you know, tell her that she shouldn't escape. It's bad for her health. But anyway. Well, I guess it's not called the Dark Forest for nothing. I don't know. Maybe she just got into her room right before she collapsed. Maybe that's what happened. It wasn't clear to me. Maybe I missed something. Anyway. But it's morning, so that should still count, right? Just because a place isn't very light doesn't mean nocturnal animals will suddenly appear during the day, right? Well, time to find Nox and casually stick to his side. And definitely not because I'm scared. Definitely not. I held the bread I took from the kitchen close to my chest. Nox, I'm here. Please don't tell me he's gonna do it again. I brought bread this time, so I wouldn't try to scare anyone if I were you. And by anyone, I mean me. Nox? I waited a couple of minutes, but there's still no answer. That's really weird. Where'd he go? Well, Lacrima, Nox is dead? You see? He got eaten by the monster, silly. No, actually, I don't know. I mean, there was feathers, apparently, at the site of that supposed monster, We didn't investigate further. It couldn't be Nox, though, because we just left Nox. So, unless he somehow was faster than us and somehow got eaten by a monster in front of us. I don't know, I'm not sure. No matter how much I walk, no matter how much I look, Nox is nowhere to be found. I should just go back home for the day. No, why now? You stupid body. The dizziness and fatigue make me lose my balance. Yeah. Someone catches me in their arms. A boy with green hair and very distinctive eyes. Okay. His ears are pointy, his skin has a pale and sky blue tone. His nails are sharp, I can feel them right where he's holding me. This boy isn't human. And he isn't like Nox either. But he's just as beautiful. Was this? I don't know, I'm just wondering how old Lacrima is. You know, it's kind of like, is this an Otome game in disguise? I didn't know this was an Otome game. Can you put me down now, please? Sorry. Once my feet are touching the ground, I take a few steps back. Who are you? Were you following me? Yes. I mean, no. I mean, which one is it? Confess. Confess your sins. I may have been reading too many detective novels lately. The boy gulps and grabs his left arm. Kinda? Anyways, I promise it wasn't anything bad. It's just, well, you seem to be looking for Nox, and then I saw you wobbling and... Wait, you're friends with Nox? That's great. Why didn't you say so earlier? Oh, that means you heard me yelling to the oak tree like an idiot. I mean, I know the forest isn't empty, but still. Well, to answer your question, yes, we're friends. I didn't say anything before because that seemed like a weird conversation starter. And I also heard you yelling at the oak tree. Just let me crawl into a hole and disappear. Oh, that's right. You asked me who I was before, yes? My name is Agnes. Angus? Angus beef? Angus or Angus? I guess I'll just stick with Angus. Angus. I'm Lacrima. It's nice to meet you, Angus. Sorry about before. I was a little on edge. I don't mind. Are you okay though? You were wobbling and panting a lot. I'm fine. If you say so. Hold on, you said you saw me yelling at the oak tree, right? That was hours ago. Why didn't you say anything? Well, you see, I'm a little awkward at first meetings. Also, I noticed he has shark teeth, by the way. Is he a shark boy? What was that movie? Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Oh, yeah. You don't say. It's not funny. Sorry, that's not. It's just... Can't believe I scared him for a second. You're so cute. Personally, I think that word suits you better. Angus fiddles with his coat and takes out something from it. Like this moonflower. They're rare and a bit hard to find since they only blossom in the light of a full moon out, but I think they're worth it. Our fingers press against each other when I accept the gift. His hand's a bit cold. Is it because he's not human? Thank you. Angus gives a little nod. So do you come here often? You come here often? How's the weather? No, it's me. Shit, why did that sound like a pickup line? I don't know. I felt like I guess it's a pickup line. My first thought is like it's like a small talk line, Like when you're making small talk. Hey, so what's up? You come here often? I guess it can be construed as a pickup line. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Anyway, thankfully, Angus doesn't seem to take it that way. Sometimes I mostly come with Gramps, or I mostly come when Gramps is out of ingredients for his potions. Oh my god, your grandpa's an alchemist? Oh, that's right. Freaking Anya face, what? This freaking... And I'm his apprentice. And I'm his apprentice. Well, that's so cool. My parents are alchemists too. Really? As we lose track of the time, Angus and I keep rambling on and on about our similar interests. Very bishy. I don't know. He has the eyelashes that like a feminine character would have in like when you draw it in anime. I don't know. He's very bishy. Um, sorry, I think I should head home now. This forest makes it a bit harder to notice, but I'm pretty sure it's getting darker. Oh, you're right. It's already evening. I was having so much fun, I didn't notice how late it got. Oh, by the way, thank you for sharing your bread with me. It was really good. Yeah, delicacy for my papa. I had a lot of fun, too. We should definitely do this again sometime. Oh. Lacrima? Oh, don't worry. I have something for shortness of breath. Fine. Don't be stupid, you're not fine at all. The Sound rummages through his cape until he finds a potion with a transparent pink color. With the help of one of his arms, Angus tilts my head back slightly. He uses his other hand to put the mouth of the bottle on my lips. Some liquid spills. Oh, damn it, sorry about this. Before I can muster an answer, his lips press against mine. Ah, yes. It's like whenever there's in like an anime, there's like CPR or whatever. It's just an excuse to make the characters smooch. Except it's not CPR. It's just I guess pink liquid. It's just pink liquid. Pink HP potion. My mouth opens slightly, and I feel the potion sliding down my throat. It's like a bird, you know. It's like a mother bird feeding its children. What are you? The effect is almost instantaneous. Wow. My head is clear, and my full breath is back. This might be even more effective than Mama and Papa's potions. Are you okay? God, you scared me to death. Oh, thank you, Angus. I'm really fine now. I'm so glad. Anyway, sorry about that. You know. It's okay. By any chance, did the potion have peppermint? Oh yeah, it's a blend of different herbs, but peppermint is one of them. It also has some ginger oil to make the effect much stronger. I even helped Gramps come up with the recipe. Now that's so cool. I could give you the list of ingredients if you want. But I'm not sure why it's pink. Is that like a... I don't know, is that a secret ingredient to make it pink? Are you sure you want to be telling me though? Alchemist's recipes are top secret. Now that you mention it. How about this? Once we get to know each other a little better, if you give me the recipe for this potion, I'll give you one of the ones I have too. Equivalent exchange. Yes. What do you think? Sounds good to me. Well, that means we can see each other again. I turn my head towards the bits of sky peeking through the tree crowds. It's darker than before. Sorry, I really should get going now. Alright, you want me to go with you? I can't accompany you all the way, though. Not all humans are as nice as you and Gramps. Don't worry, Angus. I'm not very far from my village. But, you think you could give me some directions to the east side of the forest? Looking for Nox make me take a different route than I'm used to. And now I don't know how to get back. I'm pretty sure I went on left road first, but after that... You first had to left? Then you start walking in circles. But from here, you should be able to reach your village. Just fine if you walk straight down the first two paths. Then you need to turn east and finally head forward once again. Thank you. I hope we meet again soon. Me too. I mean, isn't that how we ran away from the monster the first time? You know, you go straight like 2 times. We had east, which is like kind of hard to, because I don't have a compass. I don't know what east means. We had to go left the first time, right? Left and then forward again. Anyway, it's a promise then. Angus gives a little wave before leaving. I can't hear his steps anymore. How did he disappear so quickly? Is he a cat? Now that I think about it, I didn't sense him before either. When he caught me in his arms. I didn't know it was a dating sim. But every visual novel just turns into a dating sim recently. Every visual novel I've played. Anyway, maybe I can ask him next time. Look, I'm just here for people to like get murdered. Okay. I don't really. I'm indifferent to Lacrima's love life, especially when I don't know how old she is. Maybe I just assume she was like really young because she's drawn like really short, but maybe she's older than she looks. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Walk down the first path. 3 more to go. I hope I still make it to dinner. As my legs start to get sore, I decide to stretch them a little by bending forward and touching my toes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good enough. Something moves in the corner of my eye just as I stand up straight. What? Then I see it. Num num num. It's a vampire. A dark shadow-like figure with red liquid dripping down their chin, drinking someone's blood, feeding off one of the villagers. A leech, a bloodsucker. It's Morbius. Oh no. A vampire. Choose your path quickly, or you will die. Oh, just do this again. My survival instincts kick in. Run, 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 run as fast as you can. I can sense their eyes on the back and believe I'm being followed. Run forward. My legs feel like lead, but I don't stop running. What? My lungs burn with each breath, but I run faster. Just a little bit more. Just a little more. Okay. That was weird. I thought I don't know. I guess there's like less... Because I thought you're supposed to go forward like 2 times, right? But I only went forward 1 time. I felt like... I don't know. Maybe you already went... Technically in the story, you already went forward 1 time already? I got confused about that. Anyway. I need to hide quick. We could choose the same hiding spot as last time, I guess? Or we can hide in the house's shadow. Which is probably a bad idea, because... I mean... Vampires can probably see in the dark, you know? They probably have night vision. I don't know, I mean... choosing the same spot as last time might be... bad, because... I don't know, like narratively speaking, you know? Like the same trick doesn't usually work twice, you know? I don't know. I'll choose this one, though. I guess we'll see. If we die. Trying not to trip over myself, I hide in a small gap between the 2 nearby houses. Same place as last time. My hands won't stop shaking. I bite my lip to prevent me from screaming. Is it gone? Keep hiding. Okay, we survived. Better hurry home. You're still safe. Good thing the vampire doesn't know how to stop time. I think I'm safe. My thirst is killing me, though. I should get a glass of water. Where the hell have you been? Finally the parents catch her. Before I can reach the kitchen, I see Mama standing in the center of the alchemy room, with her arms crossed. She does not look happy. Do you have any idea how worried your father and I were? Wait, Mama, I can explain. Oh, really? Go ahead then, explain. Well... Not too far away, Papa watches us from behind the table while he slowly taps on it with his finger. He isn't smiling either. I just needed to go see my friend. I don't appreciate when you lie to me, Lacrima. But I'm not lying. You know what isn't a lie? The fact that you went outside specifically when I told you not to. The fact that you put your life in danger, knowing full well what the consequences were. Everything is dangerous to you. Forget going outside or helping with potions and medicine. You don't even let me cook or clean. You don't let me do anything. Let me do the chores, you know. I want to do the chores. A stupid scarecrow has more life than me. For your own safety, Lacrima, how can you compare yourself to a scarecrow? They don't have a beating heart like you do. They don't get fevers like you do. I was already feeling better from that fever. Why do you make such a big deal for sleeping only 2 days? Because it wasn't only 2 days. You slept for a whole week. I bite my lip. I don't care. What? I don't care anymore. I hate this. I hate this stupid sickly body. I just want to feel alive. Enough. I'm very disappointed in you, Lacrima. Go back to your room. You're grounded. Papa covers his face in his hands and lets out a big sigh. Mama walks towards him to pat his shoulder, now sparing me so much as a glance. They don't look at me. They don't want to look at me. I can't sleep. Mama and Papa are still awake? To make myself as small as possible, I squat behind the barely open door that leads to the alchemy room. Too harsh. Apologize to her. My parents speak so softly that I can only make out bits of their conversation. I crawl to the open side of the door. If only we could ask Devin again to make sure. I can't believe he disappeared so suddenly like that. Okay, Devin died, I guess. You know, eaten by the vampire. He did seem a little weirded when he told us about the moonflower. I hope he's safe. Moonflower? Do you really think it will work, Orin? I don't know. We have to try. You know, the moonflower kind of reminds me of like I forget what the flower is called actually. But you know, reminds me of Near. You know, Near Replicant. I guess technically Near Replicant and also Near Gestalt. You know, but you know the original Near. It's also kind of like a subplot involving like a sick girl and like a flower that could potentially cure her. But anyway, if it fails, it will just be another failed attempt. If it works, the potion will finally cure her. I just hope we've managed to get it safely. The dark forest is too dangerous, especially at night. We have to take the risk, honey. If we don't find it tomorrow, we need to wait until the next full moon. I don't think we have the luxury to wait anymore. Wait, don't we have we have the moonflower, don't we? We have it in our pocket. Didn't like the shark boy give it to us or whatever? Or I don't know if he's a shark boy. I'm just assuming he's a shark boy. But he gave us like a moonflower, right? I sit on my bed and hold my chin with my index finger and thumb. The moonflower. That's the flower Angus gave to me as a gift. But I'm pretty sure I lost it when I was running away from that thing. Oh, damn it. Okay, we don't have it. We don't have the plot item. And Devin, if it really went missing, then... Num num num. The wind outside makes the window in my room rattle slightly. Unlike before, it now has a chain held together by a lock. Well, it was to be expected. Mama, Papa, no matter how dangerous it is for me, I can't let you take that risk. You haven't seen what I saw. I look at the novel on top of my nightstand. The title reads The Adventures of Detective Gidget. That's the frog detective, I believe. I open it and take Mama's hairpin, the one I've been using as a bookmark. I'm gonna need your lockpicking skills tomorrow, kid. Mama, Papa, I'm sorry. You know, when she says Mama and Papa, that's what makes me think she's like really young. You know, I feel like, especially in like any kind of, not even just anime, but like in any story, the characters still say like Mama, Papa. You know, they have to be like really young or like a baby. I don't know. I made it. Better get started. Now, let me save the game. Actually, there was like a weird like, I guess chapter title. You know. Moonflowers only blossom during the full moon night, so... The minutes keep passing by as I search every nook and cranny. It's not here. What am I missing? Are there any other places in the woods reached by the moonlight? Ah. Here. A small group of flowers lies in the full bloom around the root flare of the oak tree. That was easy. Throwing out their white petals, glistening like droplets of water. Children of the shining orb in the sky. Moonflowers. Using the apron on top of my skirt, I make an improvised sack. Better hurry up. I don't want to stay here too long. Otherwise the vampires go chasing me again. For like the third time. Okay, this much should be enough for a potion. I wish I could have seen Nox and Angus. Who knows? Who knows when I'll be able to come back again? Or who knows when I'll be able to come back again, rather. Yeah. Nani. What a pesky little lamb. I wouldn't touch a single hair on that girl's head if I were you. Is that supposed to be a threat? Take it as you will. I'm sure you understand the concept. Huh. You think I'm scared of you, owl? Don't make me laugh. I can kill you and your ridiculous night watches whenever the fuck I want. Or have you already forgotten what I ate for dinner a few nights ago? Heh. And yet you couldn't even catch up to a small sickly child. Spare me the mocking, owl. You may be strong here, or should I say competent. But I dare you to try leaving the woods, and then we'll see who is worse than literal garbage. Now, for your own good, I suggest you stay the hell in my way. Okay, bye, antagonist. There are still a few lights in the village. Dinner time isn't quite over yet. And most importantly, there's no one on Silver Road has seen me come out of the woods. I bowed my head to gaze at the flowers in my apron sack. It was hard. Everything is sore and I'm exhausted. And yet, with this, we'll finally be able to make up. I'm filled with pride. I did it. I really did. You should have been more careful, little lamb. You humans are so naive. Nunny. I'm just gonna save the game real quick. I don't know if it matters. Apparently, are we getting bitten or is that us or someone else? I'm not sure. It looks like kind of us. We have the same dress, and it's hard to tell. Ah. Okay. We got bitten by the vampire. His fangs sink deep into my skin. It's forceful. It's violent. It's painful. More than the constant fatigue. More than the fevers and palpitations. More than the shortness of breath. It hurts. It hurts so much. Ah! He drinks with vigor, with intent. The disgusting sensation of blood leaving my body leaves me weak in the knees. I struggle in his arms, but I can't beat his brutal strength. He doesn't stop. He becomes more eager, desperate. My vision starts getting blurry. What the fuck? What's with this shitty blood? I'm not getting full. I thought young blood was supposed to be better. Or is it just as useless human? Just my luck. Just my fucking luck. If I'd known this child's blood was so useless, I wouldn't have gotten rid of my human slave. Okay, there's human slaves now? What? What a fucking drag. I don't need this weakling. There better be something worth it in this sorry-ass village. Maybe this child's mother. I bet she'll be worth my time. You talk too much. Did no one ever tell you to teach, or did no one ever teach you to keep your secrets to yourself? Pathetic. Who said that? I don't know what happened, to be honest. Who said that? I feel different. I feel alive. Like I'm not in my own body. Like I can take on a bunch of woes and not get a single scratch. This is, I guess, the beginning of the game. Like I've been reborn. So we haven't been isekai'd, we've simply been transformed into a vampire, that's all. The air smells cleaner, the moon looks brighter, the stones feel rougher. I can run without getting tired. I can climb trees without breaking a sweat. I can do that and more. So much more. You can't do it during the day, though. I tried the red liquid dripping from my palms all the way down to the tips of my fingers. It's as if all my previous worries have left me. Like they were insignificant. Like they were nothing. Because nothing can possibly compare to this. I reject my humanity! Jojo! No. This taste. Haha. It's sweet. It tastes sweet. I want more. I need more. Might as well be this piece of trash. Well, aren't you glad? At least your blood isn't nasty. I'd rather not look at your face, though. Ah! Seems like our company. That's funny. Everybody gasping. Alarmed by the sudden commotion, several villagers start gathering outside their homes. Some hide, others yell. The bravest ones even threaten me. None of them dare to approach. I wonder how their blood tastes. No, what the hell am I thinking? I noticed Mr. Bouchard among the crowd. You murdered my son! Technically no. But I guess you can't really, convince them otherwise. No, it was him! I point to the vampire on the ground. Look, she's trying to blame the victim or a slaughter! Whoops. How awful! Scary! If I hadn't done anything, he would have killed me instead. Okay, so what happened is that I wasn't really sure what happened exactly, but apparently, I guess the vampire tried to drink her blood, but then it tastes bad because we're sick, and he's like, ew, I don't like this blood. So he stops drinking our blood. As it turns out, though, if you don't fully drink someone's blood, I guess, they become a vampire. It's just assumed. And so Lacrima, just turning into a vampire, gets superpowers and then kills the vampire that was trying to attack us, I guess is what happened. So the person that was talking there was just Lacrima. Liar! Usoda! I saw you murder him in cold blood! Murderer! The horde screams uncontrollably. Liar. Murderer. Get away from the village. Most of them throw insults and raise their fists in the air. Others hold a weapon to look more intimidating. It's not just fear. It's outrage. It's anger. Where's Mama and Papa? They won't understand. I just have to find them. Well, it's probably a bad idea because you're gonna isolate them from the rest of the village because they're gonna be probably excommunicated, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. They'll probably be at best bullied because they're gonna be like the parents who sired like a vampire. They're gonna be like, they're gonna be like accused of being vampires themselves is the thing. So probably a bad idea. As I turn to look behind me, I notice him standing a bit farther away from the crowd, horrified, frozen, and most of all, afraid. Afraid of me. Freak! Murderer! Monster! 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 And run away. Do a lot of running. Well, you got your wish. You got your wish, Lacrima. You didn't want to be stuck inside all day. Now you'll be in the forest forever. And you'll never be welcome in the village ever again. You got your wish. Just come off already. Having run for a while, I take a break by the pond near the oak tree to clean myself up. Although most of the blood is gone, and a persistent stain finally gives in after scrubbing on it for a while, I can't get rid of the smell. Damn it. Snake. A small green snake slides by my side and sinks his face in the water, creating ripples when it drinks. I guess you were thirsty. And so am I. And then we eat the snake, Snake eater. Snake eater. As it goes, like, I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I don't know, anyway. I pet his head. Snake seems to appreciate it as it then kisses my hand with its slithering tongue. Is that how it works? Are snakes affectionate like that? I disagree. Usually cold-blooded, creatures aren't really all that affectionate because their brain doesn't have the capacity to do that, really. They're not really, they don't have, a genetic, what's the word? They don't have a genetic trait to, socialize, really. Anyway. As far as I know, anyway. I mean, if they do socialize, I wouldn't know. Maybe, a snake owner would know. But they would, show it in a different way, I imagine, right? So they're not like dogs, I guess, right? Anyway. Kind of remind me of someone. Once his hand feels affection, it slides away to nearby bushes. What do you want, Nox? I merely came to check up on you. Check up on me. Check up on me. Don't you think it's a little too late for that? I'm sorry that I could not make it in time. Kirkus is an extremely vast area, and it was not the first vampire attack we had in the last few days. Kirkus is the area, past the forest, including the forest, I guess. Sometimes I had to deal with werewolves and other creatures as well. The Night Watchers cannot cover the whole region by themselves. They even lose their lives in the process sometimes. I cover my face with my hands. Forest guardian rules and all that stuff, I know, I get it. You have priorities, responsibilities, you can't possibly take care of everyone. Especially not a human girl. Oh well, a formal human girl. Just leave me alone. I'm a mess right now. I'm sorry. Usually, it's not my place to intervene in scuffles between humans and creatures. Much less if it's between humans themselves. Not unless there's a direct link to Quirkus, that is. Stop, please, just stop. I told you, I get it already. Nox holds a palm in the air. And yet, I somehow got attached to a human, who I came to see as my little sister. How could I not care? Nox, I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. What's the point of not being sick if my parents think I'm a monster? It's all too much. I'm scared. Now I'm all alone. You're not all alone, Droplet. Now that you're a vampire, I can take off my hood and show off my sick abs. Now, for the first time since I've known him, Nox takes his cape off. Just like Angus's, his eyes are unusual yet very pretty. It's like a bird, his wings are tucked behind his back. Is that the... Okay, those are the wings. I thought it was I thought he was like throwing his cloak. But no, those are just wings. I guess they're attached to his butt. Is what I see anyway. It looks like it's attached to his butt. Attached behind his back. The fabric of his cape gets draped over me. It's warm, soft, and for some reason, it adjusts to my frame. It's a magic cloak. I want you to keep this. I can't. Isn't it important to you? It is, but you're more so. Okay. I'll treasure it, I promise. His hand ruffles my hair. But what about you? Do not worry. I can always make another one. Okay. Lakaba. He doesn't use Droplet this time. You asked me before what you were supposed to do. Well, that really depends on you. Eh? What is it you wish to do? I want to be human again. My illness probably went away after I became a vampire. But if I can find a way to regain my humanity, I'll be able to see my parents again. Because right now, they're scared of you. Yes, but their fear wouldn't be unjustified. If I lost control, it'll be bad. Well, that means you won't be able to see them for a long time. More like never again. I don't think this is reversible. There is a way. I don't know. Even if there is a way, I'm just thinking of like small villages, in general. I mean, I'm just thinking about the Salem witch trials and how like people, like once a group of people believe in something, it's really hard to change their minds about it. So like, even if somehow she cures her vampirism and goes back to town and say, hey everybody, I'm not a vampire anymore. And they'll be like, liar! And then they kill her. So like, how would you even convince them that you're not a vampire anymore? She probably just stays a vampire, really, just for your own protection. But anyway, but Nox says there's a way. What? Really? You're familiar with alchemy. Have you ever heard of the panacea? The cure-all medicine? Well, I did read about it in my parents' book, but isn't that just a myth? Plus, I think it's only meant for humans. It is not a myth, and it can cure non-humans as well. I've seen it with my own eyes. My, like, blue, like, iris eyes of, like, black... what do you call it? Actually, I don't know, anyway. Like, the part of the eye that's supposed to be white is black. I don't know what the type... Well, I don't know what that's called. The sclea or something? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good with words. Anyway, but I've seen it with my own eyes. My special eyes. Are you serious? Where can I find it? There lies the issue. What do you mean? For obvious reasons, the panacea is sought by many, especially the recipe. It's not something that can be out and about for all to see. The elixir, or more accurately, the ones who make the elixir, are found inside an intriguing hotel. A hotel? What? Suddenly in a hotel? One that cannot be found effortlessly. It is hidden and even tends to change locations so as not to remain in a stagnant place. I guess no alchemist wants to reveal their secrets easily. Precisely. I guess this means goodbye for now. I'm afraid so. But I have faith that I will see my little sister again. And with that cape, there will always be a part of me that will accompany you in your travels. I jump into his big, broad-shouldered arms and hug him tightly. Nox embraces me back and caresses my hair. I'll come visit, and I will wait patiently for your return. One last squeeze, I take a step back and start running in the opposite direction. I run really fast because I'm a vampire, you see. I have super speed. The flapping of wings and hoots of the owls send me his message. See you later. Alright. I guess that's it? Oh. Is that how it ends? Alright, so I guess that's it. Kind of a rough ending. As it turns out, I did some research, and apparently this is a prologue. So that's why I kind of felt like a bit of a cliffhanger, actually, because this actually continues into like an older game that I think the main writer has called Panacea. It's just called Panacea. It's kind of like an RPG Maker game. It looks like it's not done though, so I don't know if I'll check it out. I mean, if they ever like remake it and like turn it into like a full game, maybe I'll check it out. I do want to see the continuation of this story, but it seems like at the moment though, it's still like an old demo. It's not super old. It's still like a demo basically, and not complete, as far as I know anyway. So yeah, that's why I felt like kind of abrupt. It just kind of ended there, and that's kind of like, I don't know. I kind of wish it was more conclusive, to be honest. Even if it's a prologue, I wish there was a little bit more, just to like at least give a feeling that the story has ended, because it really did feel like there was more to the story, right? Like, in order to cure your vampirism, you need to go to this hotel. All right, see ya. It's kind of like, I don't know. I just felt weird. I felt like there was more to the story, and there is, but it's like it's not like in this visual novel. It's like some other game. I don't know. I just felt like I wish there was a little bit more. Maybe even just a little monologue. Tiny monologue. I actually don't usually like monologues, but just to like, just to conclude the story in itself, just to tie it up, just give her like some more thoughts about like, about the people that she met and the vampirism and like her mom and dad. She could say like, goodbye, mom and dad, in her mind or whatever, and maybe be hopeful that maybe she'll see them again, something like that. I don't know. Just to make it feel like it's concluded, because it didn't feel like it concluded at the end there. Just kind of like, that's it, boom, just cut, and that's it. I don't know. It just felt weird there. But other than that, let me just get my thoughts on the game itself. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, the art is good. It's a little inconsistent though, I have to say. I don't know. For me, I don't know why, but like, for example, this looks amazing. Look at this. This is amazing. This looks good. Yes, this looks good. This looks good. This looks a little weird, but maybe this is a stylistic choice. So, I maybe that's why it looks a little sketchy. It's like a sketch more so than the full art. This looks a little weird. I don't know. Some of the pictures are like lower detail. This one as well. I know he's supposed to be like a shadow because you're not supposed to know who he is or whatever. He's supposed to be mysterious, I think. But you never actually see the antagonist. Actually, we never actually see his character sprite, if I remember correctly, unless I'm misremembering. But we never actually see like his full art, which is kind of a shame. I usually, if you're gonna have an antagonist in a story, I actually want to, they're just as important to the story. I feel like so they should have their own art, in my opinion, anyway. But no, they're kind of like a generic vampire, really. So I didn't really, I don't know. The story kind of ends short, They just eat some people, and then they turn the main character into a vampire, and that's kind of it. And then they die. Also, Snake Boy? Why is there a snake here? Is this a reference, maybe? Maybe this is a reference I don't get. I don't know why we're head patting a snake. Maybe that's the Shark Boy that I'm thinking is a shark, but it's not a shark? I don't know. I think I remember the what's his name? Agnes? Yeah, like green skin or whatever. Maybe he's a snake boy? I don't know. Anyway, not sure. Anyway, but yeah. Art is... Like for the art that there is, that looks good, is amazing. But some of it feels incomplete. I feel like it's just not very consistent. I feel like, I don't know. The houses look weird too. Not to critique it too much, but like it looks like it's CG. It's like the cheap like CG that you put in like an anime, right? That's like it's very like, I don't know, not very detailed. It looks like a low poly video game. I think it's because the shading. The shading. I mean, there is shading, but like. Doesn't feel natural, I guess, right? It doesn't feel like natural shading. Like it needs I feel like there's more shadows, maybe, or like some kind of coloring to make it less like 3D. Maybe I'm not sure what it is. It needs to be more flatter. Like nighttime, it doesn't look too bad because you don't notice it as much. But daytime is like it's when it's like it looks really blocky, like Lego pieces. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just being full on like. Art critic there, even though I don't know how to draw, but yeah, overall though, art looks good. Writing was, yeah, it was good. I think I noticed like a few typos, but mostly it was fine. Um, there's gameplay. There's key to ease, I guess. Um, when you pick the puzzle, or rather when you pick the difficulty options, it mentioned puzzle choices. So I didn't really get, like, did that mean like maybe during the gameplay, like picking like which way to go, that was the puzzle? Maybe is that what it was? Like I couldn't tell. That didn't feel like a puzzle to me. It still felt like part of the QTE. So I didn't really know it's like a full-on puzzle. So I didn't feel like I did any puzzles, but I guess that was the only thing. Just like you just have to remember which direction you went, I guess. Um, which is interesting. I like what we're doing of that. I kind of wish there was more variation, though. I liked it the first time, because the first time you did it, it rewards the player for actually paying attention to the game, which I like. Reminds me of, sort of, kind of like Danganronpa and Phoenix Wright. But obviously those games are much more complicated in terms of like putting the pieces together and everything. But I mean, essentially, those games really are just rewarding the player for just paying attention, right? So I like that. But again, not much variation though. The guy just did like 3 times in a row. Is it 2 or 3 times? Can't remember now. I don't know how many times we got chased by the vampire, but they just kind of repeated the same QTE though. So I kind of wish there was more variation. I know they highlighted some words. I don't know why they highlighted those terms. If you're gonna highlight terms in the visual novel, I mean, either it's because it's like fantasy terms that like don't have like a dictionary entry, I guess, in real life, and then maybe you have like a in-game dictionary that you could look at. I don't see that though. I don't think that exists. Or if you're gonna highlight words in a visual novel, then it should be relevant to like a puzzle, or something like that, right? So I kind of wish that, again, more variation, like on the gameplay, right? That'd be kind of cool, like if you have to remember something, and the game like highlights it and repeats it like a few times, then they expect you to like put the pieces together and choose the correct option, right? When it asks you, I guess, later in the future, instead of running, maybe you could like do some other kind of thing, like the game even like talks about it a whole bunch. What about like mixing potions? We never got to mix potions. That's a shame. I thought we were gonna do something with the potions, right? I thought we were gonna mix some kind of potion or something, and maybe fight back against the vampire. I don't know. Gonna make a Molotov cocktail. I don't know, but like, we didn't end up doing that. It was just kind of like a thing, but we didn't really get to explore it ourselves, right? As the player, we had to actually do alchemy. That would be like a very much, very, I would say, very immersive thing to do. If you want to add it, add more gameplay, right, to the story, to do something that actually, I guess, coincides with the actual theme, of the story, like, doing actual alchemy, right? So, and maybe like do something interesting of that, maybe you mix like the certain kinds of ingredients, you can like unlock a secret ending. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I'm rambling a whole bunch, but yeah, basically, I kind of wish the gameplay was more varied. Even though I like the concept that they, I like any visual novel that adds gameplay, but it has to be, it has to go well with the actual story, I feel like. And again, more variation. Anything else I want to say? I don't know. I mean, the horror elements, it was okay. I kind of like. I definitely liked it when she turned into a vampire. I don't know. It was kind of cool when she turned into a vampire. But I was kind of, I mean, got chased by a vampire a few times, but like, I don't know. I guess it's because that kind of horror doesn't really appeal to me. When you're literally being chased by a monster, that kind of horror is like, so yeah, I can take it or leave it. I much prefer psychological horror, So I kind of wish there's a bit more involving her and the villagers, like her turning into a vampire and the villagers and everything. I don't know. There could have been something there, but like, then this is I guess the story doesn't really go in that direction, so like we didn't really explore the idea. I was thinking like maybe her like getting abandoned by her parents, or like her parents being prosecuted, or not prosecuted. I'm thinking of like Phoenix Wright, no, persecuted rather, because their daughter is a vampire and everything, and there could have been a little bit more of that, maybe. I don't know. What I like usually is the like the horror of like human nature, I guess, the horror of humanity or whatever. The true monster is mankind or whatever, I don't know. That's cheesy, I guess, but could explore more of that. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, just to summarize, I guess the biggest thing that, for me anyway, that kind of disappointing is that this is only a prologue. So, I mean, I am interested though. I am kind of invested. I kind of wish it didn't end on a cliffhanger, but if the developer, I believe the main writer, made the original Panacea RPG Maker game, at least the demo. If they ever make a full version, I'll definitely check it out. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens with vampire powers. But there you go. That's it for Panacea Rebirth. I guess if you're on YouTube, you didn't know I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have other playthroughs on the channel, so you can look for those if you want. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.